It's June 3rd, 2025, aboard the Morning Midas, a massive cargo ship slicing through the icy waters near Alaska's Aleutian Islands. On deck 8, a young crew member chokes on thick, black smoke, his eyes stinging as alarms scream. Flames leap from a stack of electric cars, their batteries fueling a fire that won't quit. The ship tilts, metal groans, and the crew scrambles for lifeboats, knowing they can't stop the blaze. 20 days later, the Morning Midas vanishes into the Pacific's 16,400-foot abyss, taking 3,000 vehicles with it. Was this a freak disaster, or a warning about the machines we trust? This is the story of a ship burned alive, and the humans who fought to survive. The Morning Midas was a giant of the seas, a 650-foot cargo ship hauling 3,000 cars from Japan to the American coast. It wasn't glamorous, just a workhorse, stacked with sedans, SUVs, and 70 electric vehicles, their batteries humming quietly below deck. For the 22 crew members aboard, it was another long haul across the Pacific in early June 2025. There was Maria, a Filipino deckhand sending money home to her kids, Hassan, a veteran engineer who knew every creak of the ship, and Captain Lee, a quiet Korean sailor who navigated these waters for decades. They were a family of sorts, bound by the rhythm of the sea, sharing stories of home over instant coffee in the mess hall. As the Aleutian Islands loomed on the horizon, the mood was light. The crew ran their drills, checked the cargo, and dreamed of shore leave. The Morning Midas had made this run countless times, a floating bridge between continents. But on deck 8, among the rows of electric cars, something was brewing. A spark, a fault, a danger no one saw coming. For these sailors, this was just another voyage. They had no idea it would be their last aboard the Morning Midas. It started with a wisp of smoke on deck 8, sometime after midnight on June 3rd, 2025. The Morning Midas was cruising past the Aleutian Islands, its cargo of 3,000 cars packed tight. Maria, the deckhand, noticed at first a sharp, acrid smell cutting through the salty air. She radioed Hassan, the engineer, who rushed to the deck and saw it. Flames licking up from a row of electric vehicles, their batteries sparking like a warning. The crew sprang into action, hauling hoses, spraying water, but this wasn't a normal fire. Lithium-ion batteries burned hot, hotter than anything they'd trained for, turning deck 8 into a furnace. Alarms wailed as the blaze spread, swallowing cars, melting steel. Captain Lee barked orders, his voice steady but his eyes wide with fear. The crew sealed compartments, hoping to starve the fire, but smoke poured through vents, choking their lungs. Hassan helped a young sailor, barely 20, stumble to safety as the ship lurched. By dawn, the flames were unstoppable. Captain Lee made the call no sailor wants to hear. Abandoned ship. Lifeboats hit the icy water, crew members clutching each other, watching their home burn against the Alaskan sky. They'd fought with everything they had, but the Morning Midas was lost, and the worst was still to come. The Morning Midas was a dying beast, consumed by fire that no one could tame. By June 4th, 2025, the crew had fled to lifeboats, bobbing in the frigid Pacific, watching flames devour their ship. For 20 days, the Morning Midas clung to the surface, a smoldering ruin off Alaska's Aleutian Islands. Salvage teams tried to tow it, but the hull was too far gone. On June 23rd, the sea claimed her, swallowing 3,000 cars, worth over $100 million, into a 16,400-foot abyss. From their lifeboats, Maria, Hassan, and Captain Lee saw it happen, their home, their work, vanishing beneath the waves. All 22 crew members made it out alive, a small miracle in a story of loss. But the disaster didn't end there. The Morning Midas carried 1,530 metric tons of fuel oil, now trapped in a wreck too deep to reach. Scientists watched nervously. No oil slicks yet, but a leak could poison water for years. Ports from Seattle to San Diego felt the ripple, delayed shipments, empty car lots, and skyrocketing prices. The fire's cause? Still a mystery. Fingers pointed at the electric vehicle batteries, burning hotter than any cargo the crew had faced before. Shipping companies scrambled, rethinking how to carry the future of green tech. For the crew, it was personal. They'd escaped, but they'd lost their ship, their livelihood, and a piece of themselves to the flames. The mourning Midas lies silent now, a $100 million tomb in the Pacific's depths. For the crew, Maria, Hassan, Captain Lee, and the others, their escape was a miracle, but the scars remain. They lost more than a ship. They lost months of wages, a sense of safety, a place they call home. Yet their story forces us to look deeper. Was the fire a fluke, or a red flag for the machines we're betting our future on? Electric vehicle batteries, hailed as green tech heroes, burned like demons on decade. No one knows for sure they sparked a blaze. Investigations are still digging. But the questions won't stop. Shipping lines are rattled. After the mourning Midas and Felicity Ace fire 3 years earlier, companies are asking, can we safely carry these batteries across oceans? New rules are being floated, tougher fire systems, stricter cargo checks, but they come too late for the mourning Midas. This isn't just about one ship. It's about what we risk when progress outpaces caution. The sea has always been a teacher, harsh and unyielding. It taught the crew to fight, to survive. Now it's teaching us. Innovation can light the way, but one spark can burn it all down. What's the lesson you take from this? The mourning Midas burned bright, then sank into darkness, leaving lessons we can't ignore. Thanks for joining us on Tragic Echoes to relive this fiery tragedy and the crew who fought to survive. If stories of human courage and loss grip you, hit that subscribe button and become part of our growing crew. We're telling the tales that matter, and we want you with us. What do you think sparked the mourning Midas fire? Share your thoughts below. We're listening. Next time, we're chasing another heart-pounding disaster, a thrill-seeker's daring leap that ended in tragedy. Don't miss it. Until then, stay safe and respect the sea.